What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because, guys, today we are playing a little bit of War Battles. And, look at that switch. That was slick. And for our deck, we are not going to be using any legendaries and hoping that we can find a couple of wins along the way with Brownonian motion, okay? Whenever Brownonian motion comes up, I'm always a little unsure on what exactly I want to play. But it seems to me that double slow, a little extra Ivy, Crystal Mance or something, it seems to me that this deck would work pretty well. This is actually the first time that I'm trying this exact deck for this War Day. But I think we should do decently well. If you guys don't have decks that you know what to play, the best ones you do in Brownonian motion are spam decks. So Corsair's always a pretty good option. Robot spam is a decent option. Shaman spam is a decent option. Demonologist spam might be okay. I don't really have a great Corsair. I don't really want a Shaman spam. So that is why we are playing a slow deck and hoping that we can find a couple of wins. And you can see right here, we're playing against a Shaman spammer, which I think should bode pretty well for us. So I'm hoping that that's a good thing that we're doing this. But guys, if you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video. Woohoo! And also share the channel and video with your friends. For people who play Rush Royale, don't play Rush Royale, if you think they're going to enjoy the content, let them know where to find it. And it's going to help grow the Rush Royale community as well as grow my channel. And then help me continue making the content that you guys all enjoy, hopefully, so much. But okay, Wave 1 is gone. I think one of our main priorities here is going to be always having a full board. I think that's very, very important here. And other than that, we're going to just kind of periodically level up our units and try to continue combining out anytime we see a Shaman. But I actually had... What did I have in here? I actually had Boreas in this deck before, and I did like him in here, but I needed a little bit more splash, so I took him out and replaced it with Ivy, and I definitely think Ivy is going to be a little bit better in here, at least against Shaman, than Boreas would be, so I definitely don't mind that. I also have Trainer in here, which maybe Jay would be better, maybe Elementalist would be better. I think Trainer will do the trick at least. So I'm not too mad about that. We do have 3 sandals left, guys. So potentially we'll get 3 games in here. Although I kind of realize that these games are going to go a little bit longer. So we'll see what we end up with. But I like our chances. And I'm hoping that we can take out this Shaman spammer and continue to win a couple games here on War Day. Okay, we got a couple Cold Mages. We don't have any Chemists right now, but we got a bunch of Bombardiers. Might as well level up our Crystal Mancer next, because that's going to be our main boss killer. But yeah, Ivy is super good against Shaman. So I think that's awesome that we have that. Let's take this guy out right away. There we go. We've got a bunch of Ivies. We've got a nice high-ranking Bombardier right there. I'm going to level him up. We only have a couple of Crystal Mancers. There's another one. And I'm hoping that this guy just ends up falling off because Bruiser only can maintain so long. But depending on his level is going to determine how long he can hold on. So do we have any chemists? We do have a rank 2 chemist. Let's level that guy up. Let's drop our trainer right there. A rank 3 chemist. I'm glad we leveled him up. I'm actually going to get my cold mage up as well. And if you look at my card levels, they're really not that crazy. All right, my chemist is max. My bombardier is max. But I believe my crystal mancer is level 14. And I believe my Ivy is level 12. And I think my Cold Mage is level 13, maybe? So those aren't max. So I definitely think that if you guys don't know what deck to play for this War Day, I think this will bode pretty well for you, kind of regardless on what card levels you have. And you could absolutely run Trickster, you could run Snowflake, you could run Gadget, whatever the heck you want, you could do it. Let's combine out a couple times. I realize now we don't have any Ivies. Where are Ivies at, bro? We need some Ivies to clear some damage. All right, at least it was like the end of the wave. But I hate when that happens, when they're switching things around so much that we end up not having any Ivies. We also don't have any Bombardiers. How are we missing 2? Like a whole thing of 2 cards. We don't have any Bombardiers. We didn't have any Ivies. That's pretty brutal. At least we're going to have a little bit of time to try and let the virus go through. Hopefully the virus will go away from us before this wave ends, and then he has to deal with virus and we don't. But he is going to take a hit here no matter what. We finally have a Ivy right there. We still got loads of Cold Mages. We do have 1 talent on our Cold Mage, and I guess it throws a snowball when you combine it. Maybe we have 2. Maybe we have 2. I think that's a recent thing that we did. But 50 seconds. He's only got a couple of Bruisers. We still have no Bombardiers, but we have a handful of Cold Mages, so that should do pretty well for us. And I'm not going to go super crazy combining things out because it really doesn't matter all that much. Another Ivy. Let's do some work here. As long as we can take out this this Vortex pretty handily, I think we will be able to find a victory. I'll hit him with a good game, even though he is a shaman. You know what? But okay, 1 win in the books. Pretty solid right there. You can see all my card levels. I think I was pretty accurate right with that. And let's jump right into another battle so this video doesn't take a year. But if you guys want to catch me live, we do live stream. We actually are live today. We are live on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is when this video is posting, as well as Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we would absolutely love to have you guys come on by. You can challenge me. You can make me play a deck that maybe you guys are playing or like seeing be played. Or if you need help with dungeons, guys, I can help you clear some waves, or somebody else in the stream could also try and help you in that regard as well. But okay, we got Tribunal, which is a little bit interesting. I was very excited that it was Tribunal and that we had Ivy, and then I realized that it's brownonian motion, so it's going to change. It's going to get rid of my Ivy anyway. And we're playing against a guy with a very bizarre deck, which that seems to happen. Oh, there's an Ivy there. Oh, and there it goes. That seems to happen a lot. When you play something kind of strange, you end up playing against something also kind of strange. If I was playing Inquisitor right now, all I would go up against, I feel like, is, you know, Cultist, Shaman, Blade Dancer decks, like everything that we know very, very well. But yet, when I throw a random deck out there with not a single legendary, all of a sudden we start playing against these random decks. And I don't mind that too much. I guess the last deck that we played against was a... We're going to have to spam here. Unfortunately. Give me an Ivy, dude. We just need 1 Ivy. We did just play against like a very stereotypical Shaman deck, so I guess that's not always the case. But 30 seconds. We do have 1 Ivy. Can Ivy do something, please? There we go. That's what Ivy is for. That is why it is in our deck, just to clear as much as possible. In 22 seconds here, I'm going to try and combine out as much as I can, just so we take very little hits from Tribunal. But guys, if you don't have all these cards, or you don't want to play these certain cards, you could definitely replace Crystalmancer with let's say, Sharpshooter. You could replace Ivy with any number of things. It's definitely not like this is the only deck. So let's just combine out as much as we can. There we go. I definitely think that was better. We're going to spam again. Let's get our Ivy, and we're going to get our Crystalmancer up one more time also. Let's not have Tribunal anymore. We got Tamer, which I absolutely don't mind at all. And let's start focusing on a couple of card levels here and leveling some people up. So we got a Crystalmancer over there. I'm going to do my Cold Mage. I'm going to do my Bombardier. And then let's also just get our Ivy and our Crystalmancer up to level 3. Maybe even our Chemist as well, because that's our damage output. So we're going to do Ivy right there. We're going to do Crystalmancer right there. And we do have a couple of rank 2 chemists, so let's do those as well. And now let's keep on filling our board, combining out excess that we don't need. We're going to combine out right there. We're going to combine out right here because we got a bunch of cold mages. Go back to fill in our board. And if you guys do have squares, always try and combine towards those squares. So right now, it's a Crystalmancer, so I don't really feel the immediate need to combine it out yet. It's a damage dealer. If it turns into an excess Bombardier Cold Mage Chemist, then I'd probably combine it out. But right now, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to level up my Ivy. I'm going to level up my Crystalmancer again. We do still have a Chemist, so let's level him up as well. And Cold Mage is very, very important. I would say the least important thing to level up in this deck would be Bombardier. It's kind of one of those cards that if you have it, it's great. It's awesome to have on your map at any time. But it's the least important, so I worry about it a little bit less. But 16 seconds here. Our board looks pretty solid. We got a rank 2 right there. 11 seconds. I'm going to hit my trainer in a minute. And if we could get a high-level Ivy on our board, I think that would be really, really nice. But let's just take out this this boss right quick, and then we're going to decide what we want to do after that. Another Crystalmancer. I think this is a perfect opportunity to combine out this way. We got an Ivy here. I'm going to actually do that. Don't mind that at all. We're going to come down here. Don't mind that at all. And I'm liking our board a lot. So we got 600 mana. Assassin's coming up next. I'm actually going to do my Ivy, and then I'm going to do my Bombardier one more time. But I feel okay. He doesn't have any slow in his deck. So I think, like I said, I think at the end of the day, we are a slow deck, right? We're a slow deck. So as long as we have some slow and he doesn't, we should have an advantage. Let's keep on combining things out that we have extras of. Another Crystalmancer right there. Fill our board. Another Crystalmancer right there. I'm going to try and max out my Crystalmancer now because, again, that's our main damage dealer for bosses. Let's see if we can get a little bit of mana. We do have a rank 3, a rank 2, Ivy, a couple extra Ivies. So we should be able to clear some of this stuff decently well. I'm going to level up my Chemist next. Really try to push the issue with damage. And why don't we do our Bombardier also? Because against Assassin, I'd rather not have Assassin hit me at all. So a higher level Bombardier is going to be more effective right here, right now against Assassin than leveling up my Cold Mage. Rather than during the wave, maybe my Cold Mage would be more useful. But I think we're going to be okay. It's going to be a pretty equal health boss against this guy. So let's see what we can do. 1 mil. What was ours? A little under a mil. So we paused him right there. He took a hit. Let's drop our trainer just to try and push the issue. I don't want to take a hit. Oof. It eliminated one of my units, and it only hit one of his units. But so far, so good. Let's get Cold Mage up now. We've got a couple extra Bombardiers. That might be a good time right there to do that, Another Chemist. Let's do this. Even if we're combining out, I still always have it in the back of my mind. Keep my board full, because it's always just going to give you the best opportunity to have every unit that you need. Here is our first Banner Lord, and let's see. It's going to be, he's got just a smorgasbord of things over there. Let's just combine out here. I might even combine out here. Another Bombardier's fine. Let's do that. Let's see what we get in rank 4. I don't mind having a rank 4 on our board right there, and maybe we'll do some, I guess, Bombardiers. I was going to do my Cold Mage, but we only have 2 rank 1 Cold Mages. Now we only have 1 rank 1 Cold Mage. So let's see if we can take out this Banner Lord. Ooh, come on, baby, do some work. Ivy, do your thing, bro. All right, let's see how we do. 2.7 versus his 3 mil. I think we got a decent shot at taking this out. And the thing with Bedlam, who cares? We're playing this deck because brownonian motion, we're going to get moved around anyway. So if it moves, if it switches us around, it really doesn't matter. We've got a pretty well spaced out board, and we actually took it out before anything. We're going to max out our Cold Mage. He's got every unit on his board maxed out. He's got some talents on his Sharpshooter. He's got the first talent on his Boreas. And let's look at our board. We got a rank 4 Chemist here, rank 3 Ivy. I was going to say a couple of Crystalmancers, but then a Crystalmancer disappeared right there, right then and there. Let's do this because we've got a rank 4 Chemist. All right, doesn't matter right there. Let's combine out some Chemists there. Make sure that our board is full. Let's try and get back to our trainer. I think that's going to be very, very important. I really wish we had a couple more cold mages, but it seems to be doing the trick, and we're getting down to the end. Will he take a hit before us? It's going to be very, very close. Oh, no. And there is a victory. Hit him with a good game. He also has a level 19 trainer, so that's kind of funny. 19 versus 19. We had a little bit more crit, and I think our deck made a little bit more sense. His Blade Dancer was kind of very odd. He switches out Blade Dancer and puts in Bombardier or Cold Mage. Maybe that would be a closer battle. But all right, 2 sandals down. Let's jump into our final sandal. A nice, good, long video. If you guys enjoy the longer videos, let me know in the comments, and we'll try to do them more often. Ooh, we're also going to have a couple of things to collect. 2100. Now we're going up against a robot deck. This could go any which way. It's been pretty fun that every single game has been a different deck. So don't mind that at all. And let's see what we can do. We already got a couple of Ivies. We don't have to deal with Tribunal as our first boss. So that's good. A couple of Ivies, extra Ivies. Gorgon is fine. We're going to just level everything up. You guys know the deal. Definitely also let me know in the comments if you guys have played this deck or a version of this deck and had some success, because I love to hear it. I love when I can throw, I don't want to say free-to-play decks necessarily, but non-legendary decks. You guys are always going to say, like, my crit's pretty good, so it's not always free-to-play. I get it. It's going to be as free-to-play as you're going to see out of any other content creator, and that's a Game by the Beach promise right there. But yeah, I understand it's still not totally free to play. But let's start leveling some people up, okay? We're going to level up our Crystal Mancers first because we have more Crystal Mancers than anything else. We're going to follow with Ivies. We got a bunch of things on our units. Let's start combining towards our squares while keeping our board full. We've only got 2 chemists right here, so I don't want to combine those out quite yet. Let's say this guy turns into something else. So now they're Bombardiers. Let's combine out that way. Got a bunch of Cold Mages. I'll combine out a little bit. I'm throwing Snowballs. I'm not throwing them in any really strategic manner. Maybe I should. I haven't played Cold Mage nearly enough for me to try and play with the Snowballs in a strategic manner. But yeah, I'm certain there probably is different ways to do so. So we don't have any chemists on our board right now, even though we... Oh, never mind. Now we have 2 rank 2s. I don't know if that literally just happened, but it's there now. So 6 seconds. I'm very interested to see how this game's going to go. So his Priestess has talents, so that's good to know. His Robot doesn't have any talents. Makes sense. Let's take out our guy here. I'm going to do Ivy and then follow that up with our Crystal Mancer. I feel like our Cold Mage is getting disrespected. And okay, Tribunal. Tribunal is always very interesting because I want to combine out before it comes, but I always seem like I run into trouble when I try to do that strategy. Whenever I combine out before Tribunal comes, I end up having a really hard time in the next wave, and I'm not totally sure why. So the only thing I do know that I can do this wave is try to build a little bit of mana, as long as the monsters aren't getting super far. We only have a minute. We've got a couple high-ranking Ivies, which is great. 1 high-ranking Crystal Mancer. Notice that we don't have a completely full board. Almost full, but not completely. And that's because I'm going to try and combine out a little bit, at least a little bit, so we're taking just fewer hits against Tribunal. And we should have a decent amount of mana to try and build our board up almost immediately after Tribunal hits us. But let's drop our trainer pretty soon. Our trainer does pretty good work, all right? It's stopping the monsters in their tracks where we have Splash, so that's beneficial. It has a bomb. It also is improving our attack speed for those, 5-6 seconds, whatever it is. So I definitely think it's worthwhile using a high-level trainer. We've got a nice high-level Cold Mage there, but that's not going to be super useful right now. 17 seconds, 15 seconds. I want my Ivies to go crazy, please. Before it gets here, another Crystal Mancer. He's doing absolute work over there. And like I said, if you guys are playing this game mode, oh boy, look at oh, Ivy, do work. If you're playing this game mode, Robot's a good option. Robot is a good option. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing a robot right now. And I'm nervous to see if he can take us out. So we took that out right there. We still got a decent amount of mana. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Another Tribunal. I haven't seen at all if he's been taking hits from Tribunal or not. I'm very, very curious if that is the case. But we only got a rank 1 Bombardier, so we're going to try and find a couple more of those. Let's do this. Bombardier and Cold Mage right now are just really low on my priority list. Okay, I'm going to do my Ivy really to try to push the issue. Let's combine out here. Another Crystalmancer is fine. We're going to have to try and build mana again, so let's just hold on. And this is just all about maintenance. We just got to maintain. We got to try and not lose. Try and have our Tribunal boss not be super high in health. 36 seconds. I mean, this is pretty ugly. We got a Vortex coming up. I'm trying to drop my trainer, and it wants me to emote. We actually took out a Vortex right there. That was pretty good. But I don't like that we're going up against Tribunal and taking hits. This time I'm going to try and watch and see if he also takes a hit. 20 seconds, like I said, is a long time. Let's see if we can get back to our trainer. I think we might be able to at, like, the very last second. But these guys are cruising. 10 seconds to go. We've got Bombardier. We've got Cold Mage. Can we hold on for this wave? Yes, we will hold on for this wave. But we're going to have to see what we can do after this wave, and it's going to be a little bit ugly. I'll combine out a couple of times. Drop our trainer. Spam a little bit. All right, he definitely took a hit right there, so that's good. Let's do our Crystalmancer. Let's do our Chemist. Maintenance, fellas. Maintaining. Let's see what this next boss is. We're not having any trouble with the boss, so that's good. Keep on combining out. Another Bombardier, which is fine. Another Bombardier right there, which is fine. Let's do another one of these guys. Couple of Cold Mages is good. Another Chemist right there is fine. Go back to filling our board. But he's just doing so much more damage than us. So that's definitely not ideal. 46 seconds. I'm going to drop my trainer as soon as possible. 46 seconds. We should be able to get back to him if we need to. Let's get one more unit on our board. I'm going to get my, I don't know, Cold Mage up, I guess, one time. At least just one time. See if that does the trick. He's still going through these things pretty quickly. I don't think this is going to be the wave that he runs out of juice, but maybe the next wave is 17 seconds, 16, 15. We're not going to lose this wave. We may take a hit from Puppeteer, maybe, just maybe. Let's drop our trainer right here. Try to work through Ivy, clear a couple of stuff. Come on, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. We might be able to sneak this win. We really might. They're getting to the end of his board. Take a hit. Ooh. It got close. 2.6. I think we should be able to take this guy out without a whole lot of problems. Bombardier, do your thing. There we go. A little bit late on the Bombardier, but our Crystalmancer is doing work right here. Oh, baby. It's going to rank us down one time, and it moved us twice. That is not too bad at all. 1.5 he's going to try and take out. I leveled up a couple of my damage units. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but he actually did take a hit right there. I'm going to get my Cold Mage up a couple of times. And okay, 58 seconds. 1 minute. He's hitting the cry emoji. I'm going to drop my trainer when I see... Actually, you know what? I'm not dropping my trainer until the very, very end. This is going to be a close game, fellas. And I don't want to drop my trainer too early. Let's just do that. We've got Vortex, which can be very, very scary. He might be able to go through Vortex. Let's see if we can go through Vortex also. 300 to go through. Take it out. Get rid of that guy. They're cruising to the end. We are filling our board again. We've got too many Chemists. Let's combine out. We got some Crystalmancers. They're steaming to the end of his board. And there is a victory. Hit him with the good game. He also hit me with a good game. Very good sport from him. Only a level 7 robot. It all makes sense. If that was a higher level robot, we would have been in a world of hurt. But 2100 crit and a level 8 gadget is nothing to sneeze at. Guys, 3 straight wins with this no legendary deck in War Day. I absolutely love that. And we're steaming to the end here in first place. I also absolutely love that. But guys, that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.